We're staying again still in Amsterdam, and I'm extremely delighted. It's always a huge pleasure to talk to Tony from Kings of Indigo. He's someone that's always fantastic to talk to. He's got an amazingly sunshiny character, and he's such an enormous inspiration for the denim industry, and actually has the best job title I've ever heard of, which is King of Inspiration. So hey Tony.
Hello Sue.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm very good, very well, excellent. Thank you very much. It's raining in Amsterdam, but so the water is raising on the new Amsterdam spell. But yeah, it's what better to do than join Denim Days on a rainy Friday afternoon, isn't it?
So Tony, we met when you were at Kuyuchi, and I know that I was trying to get a job with you back then, and I was really, really impressed by your passion for product and your inspirational way of really rethinking sustainability, and really you were one of the real early forerunners to that. Can we just get a little bit of a glimpse into what's the stuff behind Kings of Indigo that really brought you to where you are now?
Well, take a look. No, I mean, behind Kings of Indigo, like you said, I've been in the denim industry for 22 years. I joined Pepe Jeans at 1997 after I graduated from Amphi these days. So fashion school in Amsterdam. And so worked there for 6 years, then joined Ubi, a friend of mine from New York in those days, who had a lovely workwear brand in the US, and moved to him for 1 year, and then was asked to be the managing director of Kuyuchi, the first organic brand from Europe, actually, in 2003. So that's been a while ago, 17 years. A crazy time when everybody was laughing at organic sustainability. They thought we were kind of hippies and idiots, and who cares?
Yeah, at that time, your approach to it was, we're not going to call out the sustainability, we're just going to call out the great products. And if they find out that it's sustainable, well, then they just happen to have bought something. So it was a different mindset back then.
Well, we started with communicating it, but also we had lots of NGOs who invested in this and really wanted to announce and PR the way organic and sustainability and fair trade was becoming important in the fashion industry, which was completely everybody's unaware of that. But the retailers reacted really not good to it, and even consumers were not really open to it yet. So we decided to downplay it and put it like as a kind of hidden gem and like a hidden thing. So people had to find out at the inside of the garment, otherwise they were preoccupied, right? Like sustainability, organic is bad quality, it's hippie, it's granola, it's not cool, it's whatever. Not for people who love fashion. And we tried to actually to change that mindset from the unaware to make the unconscious people unconsciously conscious. Yeah. So that was our ambition.
Yeah.
Times have changed though now, so now you have to shout it out loud, otherwise you don't belong in there. So that's also another challenge again. But I mean, in those days we really had to downplay the message, otherwise people didn't buy it.
Yeah. And then so going from that, what was the tipping point for you to go, you know what, I'm doing this, I'm going for Kings of Indigo? What was your tipping point?
Well, I worked 7 years for Kuyuchi, and at a certain point I wanted to go a little bit more hardcore denim and a little bit more real indigo. And the owners of Kuyuchi, I was not the owner, I was just the managing director, wanted to have like a different path with the brand. So we agreed to disagree, and I left. Took some time off, traveled to America, traveled to Japan, two of my favorite countries, and came up with the idea to start Kings of Indigo, or Koi. Is being inspired on these two countries, my two favorite countries for denim, United States for the American classics, and Japan for making denim and presentation always to a higher level. And that's, of course, with all my experience in setting up a sustainable brand, to use my knowledge also to do this kind of like real denim look and feel and fits and fabrics into a sustainable concept.
Yeah. And I know that you were saying the other day that everything sort of seemed to align, that you had sort of a great denim brotherhood that were all just sort of seemed to come forward and So you had everything that you needed.
Yeah, I mean, I had an amazing friend who wanted to partner up with me. My old CFO wanted to join. My agent group from Germany wanted to join the team. My old designer from Koichi Goy, he wanted to join at a certain point. Kyle and Joe from Goodhood, they played a very important role. They started with all the graphics and all the new first design details. So they did an amazing job, I think, in setting up the brand. So we had an amazing team, which gave lots of energy to bring sustainability to a higher level, and at a more premium level than what we used to do with Koichi.
Yeah. And I know that for you, it's really important to you have certain values that are really, really important to maintain within Kings of Indigo. Can you just tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, of course. We started with Kings of Indigo. We started mainly with organic cotton and with Fair Wear Foundation, so social circumstances. But I mean, soon actually we started to really enhance on that and go more into like recycled product. Being one of the first actual concepts we ever launched was 2015 was Red Light Denim. I'll show you the pocket folder in collaboration with House of Denim and Tavek, and the first jeans actually with 18% post-consumer recycled cotton. Yesterday we signed a denim deal with lots of Amsterdam brands and other brands as well, to have an ambition of using 5%, at least 5% of post-consumer recycled cotton in the future. And this was actually 5 years ago already we were doing that. And now we're actually working to a more holistic approach already since years, which we capture in the 5 pillars of sustainability. I can show you the icons. So it's not only materials, it's a holistic approach. It's so social circumstances, planet-friendly materials, water use, waste management, and CO2 reduction, so transport. Yeah, so every product we do has to be valid for 5 of these pillars. If it doesn't, it's not a Koi product.
Amazing.
So we don't only focus on organic, we don't only focus on washing without water, we don't only focus on waste management. We do the whole 360 approach, and I think that sets us apart from a lot of brands who are just starting with this concept. So that's very inspiring. I love being pioneering and testing and exploring. Also means you're the guinea pig, so you make mistakes. You're early. It's hard to make money with it because you always are at the early stage of development, which is more expensive to create it, and sometimes things don't work, but keeps you going, keeps you motivated. And I love to make the look good and the feel good and the do good things together. And I strongly believe that that's the way forward for our economy and our world in general, I would say.
I love the way that on your website you also communicate that information really clearly about who your chosen industry partners are, about really detailed information about, you know, the fibers that you're using. So it's a way for people to really get to see what's happening behind the brand, because transparency is so important right now.
Yeah, we have like an 80-page social report. To be honest, we experienced that for most people is way too long. So we made a 9-page document now of it. We launch it actually next week. It's ready, but it just has to be designed and graphically designed. So it's a little bit more edible. And also these 5 icons we use are for the real, let's say, sustainability for dummies. So like in 1 icon and 2 sentences, it says what we do. So we have managed to get from, as James Vayner once said, you guys are really good at the 10-minute pitch, but you cannot do the 1 minute and you cannot do the 1 second pitch. So you have to work on that. So I think, and that makes it more accessible, I think, for the normal, regular consumer who doesn't really care about sustainability, but maybe he drives a Tesla or a BMW i3 and maybe buys less meat, and to have to make it more accessible and not make the message too complicated. And I think that's still one of the biggest challenges we have in our industry. It's such a complicated process. If you start explaining what we do and how we improve things, you're talking for hours. Yeah. And we have to make the message simple and catchy. And then I think we get way more people and way more retailers, consumers on board to join this revolution towards circularity.
Yeah. So you mentioned post-consumer waste. If there's somebody on there that doesn't really understand what that might be, can you break that down?
Yeah, sure. Of course, the first recycled denims we made from day one in Koi. was pre-consumer waste, and that means it's industrial waste. So like it's leftover fabrics or leftover yarns from the fabric factory floors being recycled in the mill directly from the floor almost. Post-consumer means, I mean, everybody knows that there's shitloads of waste clothing which have never been worn or goes to landfill. So there's like a huge stock of new materials actually waiting for us, which is worn clothing, and that means post-consumer. So it's being worn by a consumer, and that's the biggest challenge actually for the future. It's way more difficult than industrial waste because it's been worn. Maybe it's dirty, maybe it has been paint on it or whatever. It's very diverse in the composition, but this is the future. You know, we have to reuse what we have and make more beautiful things out of what we have already. Absolutely. And that's I think and make this in a fun and qualitative way, and we're getting there. Yeah. 10 years ago we tried to do this, it looked horrible. Today I've seen amazing results. We have like I said, like this red light denim, this is amazing jeans. It's like 18%, but it's 5 years ago. We can go up to 30% right now with post-consumer, and pre-consumer we can go up to 100% recycled cotton already. So huge steps in innovation. And that, you know, that's so much fun to not just to make jeans, but also make it better.
Yeah, and I know that it's also kind of connects with a recycling project that you guys run, where you create some beautiful, unique products. Have you got? I think you had something you were going to show us.
Yeah, I think we do. Of course, we have been working on this upcycling. We're making our own collections, you know, with some upcycled products. I can show you a few examples actually. You know, we did some lovely upcycled jackets. Three jeans made into like this lovely kimono with recycled polyester Sherpa filling jacket. We did some hand painted stuff. Second choice hand painted stuff. Upcycled it with this girl called Take Your Aim. She does amazing stuff. We made leftover fabrics patchwork pants and jackets. So leftover from the fabric factory floor. 100% no new cotton, Refibra, 50% Refibra, 50% recycled cotton from Caniani, concept called Regen, and then washed in Italy. Amazing. Selvage, so premium as well. So this shows also that sustainability doesn't have to be granola. It's fucking awesome, beautiful product and quality. And even you can do even more complicated washes on it. Like this is washed by Racichrome in Italy, like a new laundry concept by Officina 39. Lovely. Also, so we try to save as much cotton as we can. This 100% recycled cotton, pre-consumer. So what we are doing is we want to do a competition where people can make new stuff from old stuff. And like we made this doll from leftover fabrics, for example, the king, which has like thumbs up. And we had a competition, Reuse the Blues, already twice, in 2018 and 2019, where we challenged our consumers, our customers, or our friends, just to make from our old bee choice or leftover stock to make new lovely items. And the results have been amazing. I don't have the pieces here because I had to send them back to the creators because we don't keep them, but we want them to use it and to enjoy what they've recreated. And we launched today the new competition, the 3rd edition, Reuse the Blues.
So I think we've got a video that just outlines a little bit of what they look like
over
previous.
Yeah, sure.
We can just have a
maybe we can play it. Recycled dry to organic vintage, no chlor. For water management, we use as little water as possible in the production of the raw materials, the dyeing and the washing of the garments. We do audits in all our factories and being completely transparent where we produce and how we produce. And for the raw materials, we work with several materials which are all certified. We like to give the consumers an alternative to buy a clean and fair product. And we like to show the industry that it's possible to build a sustainable brand which is stylish, affordable and of high quality.
Hey Tony, I just noticed there's some questions for you on the chat. So at the end, if you're able to, or on the Q&A, if you're able to just stay and answer a few questions, that would be great. But let's.
Sure, I will. No problem.
Can you tell us more about the recycling, the competition that you just launched today, and how people might want to get involved?
Exactly. So yeah, we launched it on our website actually. So people can go to kingsofindigo.com and they find under highlights, they find reuse the blues. There you can sign up from today till the 8th of November. Exactly. You can see it here on screen. We sent you 8th of November. We close. We sent you before the 16th 3 pairs of jeans, a dark wash, a middle wash, and a lighter one, and you can create your own little doll, yoga mat, shoe, bag, whatever you think is inspiring you and something you want to really have in like upcycled denim. So we have a whole competition with it. Our team, our design team will judge it. So we have a whole timeline. You can find it on our web shop, what will be the exact timeline. But at the end of the whole process, it will be early January. I think the 6th of January, we make the final selection based on stuff what the best contestants have sent to our office in Amsterdam, and we will make the announcement who won. And the first 3 winners, they can win amazing prizes, starting with this amazing, lovely jacket, what I just showed you, that upcycle jacket, and about 250 euros of shopping. And then price 2 is a little bit less, and price 3 a little bit less. For the rest, like I said, people can keep their own lovely upcycled item and they can enjoy it anyway. But we send the jeans for free, and you guys just over expect what we have done, what we have realized in the past 2 years, which I was really impressed with already, what people can do at home, and especially in these days of Corona, where more people are going to work from home again.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a sewing machine. Maybe there's a little bit of textile paint or markers. You can upcycle it, you can stitch it, you can paint it, you can do whatever you like. Make something new out of something old, and you see that it's so much fun to recreate stuff which has been worn and used already and give it a second life. And that's what we want to show to our community.
It would be great to, if you had a gallery of all of that stuff. It would be amazing, wouldn't it? Like little boxes.
Yeah, we'd love to do it. Maybe we can hook up with the museum when the museum's open again and make like an exposition. That would be amazing. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Tony, it's always really fantastic to talk to you, and thank you so much for coming on. And I think I know that there are questions pinging up all the time, so do stay on and talk to people. But have a great weekend. And
thanks, Sue, and enjoy the day. I will keep watching, of course. I will definitely any questions, guys, answer it. I will fire it at me, and I will fire it back at this rainy afternoon. Enjoy. Stay safe.